through the process of winning government and corporate contracts. We use a faith-driven, client-centered approach that makes your goals our top priority. With nearly a decade of experience, we've helped cities and businesses across the region become procurement ready and successful in the public sector. Again, I'm Melissa. I am the founder and CEO of Peñate Consulting. I worked for 10 years in local government, and I've been working with government contracting 13 years coming up this October. I'm passionate about helping, especially the minority entrepreneurs, to access the market because I feel like there is a whole area where we're not communicated that information, or we lack the information, and that's what I'm passionate about, giving the information out, educating the community so that we can win those contracts and increase the revenue for the minority community. My experience ranges from advising city officials to working hands-on with diverse clients like junk luggers, artificial grass services out of Florida, Pampa Bay landscaping, and many others. Our business is grounded in Christian values and committed to helping underdeserved or undeserved organizations thrive in government and corporate spaces. So what do we do? There are various services we provide. We provide procurement readiness assessments, certification and document support, strategic guidance for government contracting, and hands-on consulting for business growth. We specialize in helping businesses get ready to win government and corporate contracts. That starts with a procurement readiness assessment, making sure you meet all the requirements. We guide you through the entire certification process and help organize your documents and show you how to present your business for maximum impact. So whether it's strategic planning or hands-on coaching, our approach means you get personalized support every step of the way so your business is set up for a long-term success. All right, so on to what y'all are here for. So here's what we're going to cover. First, I'll explain why government contracts are a big opportunity for businesses, and then we'll talk about who qualifies and how to get started. Then I'll guide you through the certification process and share success stories and practical tips that you can use right away. And as I said before, finally, we'll have a Q&A session where you can ask anything about government contracting, and feel free to participate, put questions in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as we go. All right, so let's talk about why working with government is so appealing. In 2024 alone, the U.S. government awarded over $770 billion in contracts for goods and services across every industry you can imagine. That means there's a real opportunity for businesses of all types and sizes to get involved. Government contracts are typically very stable, the payments are reliable, and winning these contracts can lead to a long-term growth for your company. If you're looking for steady opportunities, government contracting really does open doors that many businesses don't even realize are within reach. So when governments choose vendors, they're looking for a few things. First is compliance. You have to meet all application and regulatory requirements, including having your registration and documents up to date. Next is to prove capacity and experience. So last year, agencies were awarded contracts to over 108,000 companies, and most winning businesses clearly demonstrated their ability to deliver on past projects of similar size and scope. Certifications matter too. So whether you're certified as a MBE, so a minority business enterprise, a woman business enterprise, the WBE, a veteran business enterprise, the VBE, disadvantaged business enterprise, DBE, or part of the SBA 8A program, these open doors to set aside contracts. And like I said, 183 billion in federal contracts went to small businesses last year, and much of it thanks to those certifications. And finally, governments want to see procurement readiness. This means you've got your paperwork in order, your processes and systems in order, and you're ready to hit the ground running as soon as you're awarded a contract. Also, you have the capacity to provide the services. That is a huge, important fact. Y'all have any questions, let me know. All right, so moving on, let's bust some common myths about government contracting. So first, especially right now, I hear this a lot. People often think only big companies win contracts, but that's not true. Like I mentioned, 108,000 businesses, many of them small, were awarded federal contracts in the past year. Another myth is you need connections to get in. I hear that one a lot. The reality is that the process is designed to be transparent and based on competition. So if you follow the rules and submit a strong proposal, you can win without knowing anyone on the inside. And finally, it's too complicated. And yeah, the paperwork can seem overwhelming, but with a clear step-by-step approach and support like what we provide here at Peñate Consulting, it's absolutely doable. So everyday companies just like yours are securing their first government deals. Like I said, 183 billion were awarded to small businesses alone in the past year. I mean, that's a lot. And y'all are all small businesses. So the opportunity is out there. All right, so who actually qualifies for government contracting? The answer is a wide range of businesses. Minority owned, women owned, veteran owned, and small businesses are all eligible. And there are special government programs and contracts set aside just for these groups. So to qualify, your business must be legally established, properly registered, especially on sam.gov. So if you haven't done that yet, please go register at sam.gov, register your organization, and fully compliant with your tax and regulatory rules. Last year, businesses from every major industry won contracts from services and products to tech to consulting and construction. If you're officially set up and can deliver what's needed, there are real opportunities waiting for you. So, to stay competitive and qualify for government or big corporate contracts, getting the right certifications and registering in the right portals is essential. So, there's several main types of certifications, including MBE for minority businesses, WBE for the women owned, VBE for veterans, DBE for disadvantaged businesses, HubZone for the location based businesses, and SBA 8A for small business growth. And you can be certified in multiple certifications, of course. You can get the certification, you can get certified through organizations like NMSDC, WBENC, which we call WeBank, VetBiz, or local and state programs, depending on your business type. So the state of Georgia actually has their own certifications for veteran-owned, small business-owned, women-owned, minority-owned. So they've been utilizing that since last year. It's great advantage for small businesses. And for example, the city of Atlanta has their own certifications as well that they utilize for suppliers to work with the city of Atlanta. Don't forget registration is just as important. Be sure to sign up with sam.gov for federal contracting and city or state vendor list so local agencies can find and do business with you. Getting certified and properly registered puts your business on buyers' radars and unlocks new contract opportunities. So this not only helps you with bids, but it also helps you to be a supplier for these organizations where they're looking for, let's say, a smaller contract. They have you as a supplier, a qualified supplier, and you can win those contracts as well via the portals. Getting certified can feel intimidating, but let's break it down into manageable steps. So first, you all need to gather all your required documents like your EIN, your business license, your tax return. your ownership information. And by the way, on our website under free references, we've got checklists and a bunch of other items that y'all can use and download for free. Let's see. Next, we submit the actual application forms either online or through the organization's specific portal. So with WeBank, you'll go to WeBank, and with the minority certification, NMSDC, you'll go to their website and go to the GMSDC. So a lot of acronyms. And then for the state of Georgia certifications, you'll go through, I believe it's the SBA or Georgia Secretary of State website. It's common for certifying bodies to follow up with interview requests or even site visits just to verify that your business meets their standards. So if you're a home business, they will not do a site visit. They will do either a phone interview or virtual interview. But if you do have a location, they'll come out to visit the site. And finally, you need to keep track of your application status and follow up when needed, whether it's providing additional documentation or clarifying something for the certifying agency. I've seen this happen a lot. You'll submit the documents, previous clients submit documents, and they'll email you and requesting other documents, or that's not the correct document, and they'll give you a deadline on when you have to submit those documents, or else your application will be held, or they may just stop it from moving forward. So make sure you check your email and your spam email for their notifications. So let's talk about some of the bumps in the road businesses run into during the government contracting and certification process. One of the biggest issues that I see is the incomplete paperwork or missing forms. Like I said, just one missing document can hold up your entire application. So always double check requirements and keep good records. Another common mistake is not fully understanding what's needed for certification. So each program has its own rules and required documents. So read the instructions carefully and don't be afraid to ask questions. And like I said, those checklists will really help because it'll tell you exactly what documents and information that you're going to need to compile in order to provide for these organizations. Underestimating the certification timeline is another big one. So some certifications can take anywhere from 30 to 90 days and sometimes even longer. So plan ahead to avoid frustration. And the reason it'll take longer is if you don't provide the correct documents, or you're missing documents, or they're just taking their sweet time reviewing your documents. And finally, do not forget about renewals and updates. Many certifications require annual renewal or updates when your business details change. So missing these deadlines can mean losing your certification status and contract eligibility. So put it on your calendar so you don't miss those deadlines. So when you're ready to approach government agencies, a strong capability statement is your golden ticket. It should be clear, concise, a one-page summary that instantly shows what makes your business stand out. First, you start with a brief company overview, who you are, what you do, and where you're located. Highlight your differentiators too. What makes you better, faster, or uniquely qualified compared to your competitors. You can include relevant past performances like key projects you've completed, especially any government or large corporate work. And don't forget to list your certifications, your MBE, WBE, VBE, DBE, and so on. And all your contact information. Include your website, your phone number, your email, and sometimes you can include your LinkedIn to your business page. So this document is your first impression. A well-done capability statement dramatically increases your chances of getting noticed and invited to a bid. And with the capability statement, that's another thing that you can utilize when you sign up as a supplier on these online portals for local governments or state governments, you can upload this capability statement so they can have it on hand and understand exactly what your company services are and who you are and your experience and your capability. We have a free template on our website, again, under the resources tab. You can download it and utilize that template for your capability statement if you don't have one. So how does Peñate Consulting make this whole process easier? First, we offer personalized consulting and guidance tailored every step to your business, not just giving generic advice. We help review your documents, double check your forms, and even support your hands-on while you complete your applications. Our goal is really to take the stress and the guesswork out of the process, make this really simple and easy for you guys. And with nearly a decade of experience navigating the procurement and government contracting, plus our commitment to faith-driven, values-based services, we're here to make sure you feel confident and ready. So here's a client success story that I wanted to share. The junk luggers. They've needed more than just basic certification help. They were looking for a real strategy to win contracts, earn certifications, and boost their revenue, which is basically what we all really want in our business, right? So we jumped in with a tailored procurement optimization process strategy. That meant assessing their current processes, streamlining their approach, and then guiding them through every step of certification and contract pursuit. The result? Junk luggers not only secured the right certifications, they won city contracts and saw a genuine uptick in their revenue. They were actually minority owned and women owned certified by the time we were done with their contract. So it was very successful. All right. Another aspect of this is how do we leverage certification for contract wins? Like we got our certification. What do we do now? Well, don't let the benefits go to waste. Leverage it. Start by marketing your certification to buyers who matter. Use your capability statement, update your website, and include your status in outreach emails. And also, you should definitely publish this on your social media accounts to let your current clients and your followers know you've been certified. Make sure you register in all necessary portals like sam.gov or your local vendor list like the City of Atlanta. I know Gwinnett County has one, DeKalb County, Cobb County, and even the state of Georgia. This helps put your business in front and center when opportunities come up. And finally, respond quickly to RFPs and start building relationships with procurement officers. So being proactive and engaging is key. The businesses that win contracts aren't just certified, they're also visible, prepared, and connected.
Hi, Marisa. Quick question.
Yes.
How to build a, relationship with the procurement officer? Because in the RFP, sometimes they have mentioned that do not reach out to the team. So,
Right.
um, like, is it okay to email them directly or just show up in the office, or what is the best way?
So with this, so when you receive an RFP, respond quickly as saying like, yes, I will be bidding on this. So you're front and center, your business name is there and they'll have you on the list. And any meeting that they have, like a pre-bid meeting, attend those, ask questions and let them know who you are, basically. That's how
Got
you
it.
build a
Yeah.
relationship with them. Also, I've seen, I don't know if you've gone to this, but Gwinnett County and I know DeKalb County have had these I don't want to call them forums, but these little expos where they'll have a table for each department
Mm-hmm.
in their county, and you can go there and introduce yourself to all of the purchasing managers of each department. So that's another way of doing that, just a
Okay.
building relationship. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because sometimes, either me or my team always attend the, pre-bid meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But there are hundreds of attendees there.
Right. When
So
it's a big bid. Yes,
when it is
correct.
a big bid, yeah. And sometimes I have filled out the, bid by South Georgia or very, isolated areas as well. That,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But
with the corporations, I'll tell you, that's where the chambers come in. I know the Georgia Hispanic Chamber and Gwinnett Chamber have both had um, either webinars or forums where, let's say, Georgia Power comes or Delta or, big corporations like that, where you can get a face-to-face time with them where you can introduce yourself to them. So just keeping an eye out for those is great. I know the chambers really, really push that. But I personally, I'll tell you, I email the procurement department just to let them know, hey, I'm Melissa Peñate with Peñate Consulting. These are the services that we provide. I am a vendor or supplier on your portal. I just wanted to introduce myself to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
just nice, polite, and email to introduce yourself is
Correct. Yes. And then if there is an opportunity that you can be in the same room with them, definitely take it. Definitely.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Yep.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Of course. Thanks, Boomy. Anybody else have a question? All right, cool. We'll keep going. So there are a lot of, this is kind of like part of what Boomy was asking, but there are a lot of great resources out there that support as a government contractor. So your Small Business Development Center, the SBDC, can help with training and guidance. I know they work with UGA a lot, so they have a lot of workshops and opportunities to connect with organizations, the procurement departments of these organizations. There's also the Procurement Technical Assistance Center, PTAC. They offer hands-on help with registration and finding opportunities. The national resources like the SBA are always available, providing everything from funding to certification support. And don't forget about your local chamber of commerce, like I said. It can be a great place to network and find partners. I know the SBA partners a lot with the chambers here in Georgia. They do a really good job, and they also partner with the SBDC together on a lot of these workshops and webinars and networking opportunities. So keep an eye out for those. And also, I share those on my Instagram. So if you guys ever come on my Instagram and check it out, I'll have some opportunities on there as well. And lastly, there are nonprofit networks that focus on supplier diversity and small business growth as well. They often offer free workshops, mentorship, and connections. So take advantage of all these free resources. And like I said, we have a resource tab on our website that you can also utilize. So if you guys are ready to get started, here is your path to action, the checklist for your certifications. So first, you need to review your eligibility for certifications. That checklist really comes in handy. Every program has a few unique requirements. So if you head to our resource page, you can download the checklist for the NMSDC and the WeBank. The other checklists for the veteran-owned and DBE can be found in SBA has the veteran owned, and the DBE is at the Georgia DOT page. And they have the checklist there. So you know if you qualify for any of those. Once you know you qualified, gather all your documents like your EIN, your business license, and your tax records, and anything on those checklists. I'm all about the checklist. Once you have that, decide which certification best fits your goals. So think about what will open the right doors for your business. And if you need help with that, that's where we come in. We can help you strategize which certifications will work best for your organization, whether you're going towards corporate contracts or government contracts. Once that is done, you register on the necessary portals so you're set up to apply and bid on contracts. And those would be your SAM.gov, your local entities, your corporations, and so on. And again, if you ever get stuck or have questions, reach out for help. There are lots of resources. And then you have Peñate Consulting, who's always here to guide you. All right, so as a thank you for joining us today, we are offering a free procurement readiness assessment for all attendees so you know exactly where your business stands. Actually, Sonia has taken that one for us. If she can give a little blurb on how that went, that'd be great. Sonia?
You have two Sonia.
You know you are the one who did the it's you.
Okay, I forgot. I did it.
So what did you think about the procurement readiness assessment?
Oh, the all the information. I think I did it a while back. That's why I went blank.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but I did. It is important for us to be educated, to know all the things that they require. And yes, I felt a little overwhelmed, but we need to know those things. So it helped me for somebody else to take it so they know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Because okay, I do hardwood flooring, and in my head, I nobody's gonna need me. The government is not gonna have work for me because they do tile, they do carpet. But with the information that it was available, I kind of understood, like, okay, I have a chance, and to understand all the words, the government contracted words. That was my biggest thing. Like, okay, it opened my eyes.
Mm-hmm. That's
Uh,
awesome.
yeah, so it helps. And
Thank
I'm
you,
glad to
Sonia.
have you, somebody like you, to that is guiding, that needs to guide us to go through the process.
Exactly. Awesome. Thank you, Sonia.
Mhm.
All right, so you'll get a procurement readiness assessment. Also, for a limited time, I'm giving 20% off of our certification consulting package. So it's a perfect chance to get expert personalized help at a special rate. So if you're interested, just schedule a quick discovery call with us, and we're here to help you guys. I'll put my information at the end, and then also send it in an email where you can schedule a time with us. So lastly, questions. I went through a lot of information. If y'all have any questions on any aspect that I've touched on, or just something that I didn't touch on that you have a question about, please feel free to ask it right here, because I want to help you guys. I want you guys to have all the information that you need to move forward with certifications and government contracting. So it's your floor, guys.
I have a question. I went to a Gwinnett, how to do business with Gwinnett meeting
Mhm.
last year. But one thing I understood with them, it was that if you know the purchasing people, you are able to, it's easier for you to get in to have contracts. Do you know if that happens with other counties or general, knowing the people in their general, like in Georgia, not just specific for one county?
Okay. Is that something somebody told you, or is that just something
No,
you gathered?
it's kind of like they were asking questions. We all were asking questions to the lady who was doing the presentation.
Hmm.
It really, that's what it was. That's what we all understood. If you know more,
Okay.
yes, you will get in. But of course, there is rules
Hmm.
that they do follow.
Right. They
But it's
can't
very scary.
have,
Yeah.
yeah, they can't have a preference legally on who to hire. But like I said, just building that relationship with them is very important. Yes, other counties do things like that, have a little forum where you can have a one-on-one face-to-face with them and they get to know you. Um, I'm trying to think. Let's see. My experience has been all over the place with government contracting. A lot of the contracts that we did when I was at local government at a city, we knew them who won a lot of the time because their pricing was on point for what we're looking for. It's not because we knew them they got the contract, right? But if we're talking about something that's not a bid or an RFP, it's just something off of, like, let's say it's under $100,000, which was the policy at the city. Knowing the procurement officer, knowing who's making the decisions about who's going to get the contract for, let's say, fixing the floor in the foyer of the city hall does help, because in that portion, it's not a bid. It's, we're going to get 3 quotes. We know you, we don't know these other 2. We've worked with you before. We're probably going to give it to you. That's happened before, but it's on a lower scale. You know what I'm saying? It's not on a bid where there's a lot more regulations.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'm always pushing for everyone to at least email the procurement officers if there's one. If there's not, email the city clerks or the city managers, or someone who's over the decisions of who will get the contract.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I know I touched on different things, but
It makes sense. Yes.
all right. Do y'all have any other questions?
Yes, I have got. So as a beginner, where do you want us to focus on which side? Like small, medium, large, what kind of bid we should focus as a beginner?
As a beginner, the focus should, that's a really good question, by the way. The focus should be on getting registered as a supplier in every city or county or organization that you're trying to work with. Because once that's done, then you can start looking for either subcontracting with someone or the smaller bids. You got to make sure that you understand your business's capacity. So if you have the capacity to go for the bigger bids, then do that. You have the capability, the capacity. Those are the 2 keys to go for the bigger bids. But if you don't feel like you do, that you have, let's say, a staff only of like 2, you're not going to be able to provide all the services they're requiring, where a staff of like 50 would be able to complete that project. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it just depends on where you think you are. And that's where the Opry survey that we have comes into play. We assess everything in your business and let you know this is where you are in terms of government contracting timeline, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your capacity right now, Bhumi?
Currently, I have got 18 recruiters in my company. Okay. So we are doing good in the private sectors, but we haven't got any, success in the government sector. So I'm not sure why I'm not getting success, but yeah, I'm still figuring out the, where is the gap here in my process.
Right. All right. Well, we can sit down and do that, Bhumi, and we can figure that out, because it could just be the pricing model. Because pricing for corporate is different than pricing for government.
Okay.
So, but yeah, definitely let's talk and we'll figure that out. But yeah, when it comes to which ones to go for, is definitely your capacity and figuring out what can you provide and if you can provide it.
Yeah. Let's do that. Please share your availability, and I'm happy to have, call with you.
Of course. Yeah, I'll do that.
Before the call, do you want me to find out which bid I'm interested and send you, so, I don't waste your and my time?
No. Yeah. No, that'll work too. Yeah, we can review that as well. I'd love to review that with you. Yeah.
Yeah, just this kind of bid is in my intention. If I'm putting my based in the wrong direction, then you can say no, Bhumi, it's not the way you should go.
I gotcha. Yeah. I'm gonna put the link to my Calendly on the chat for you guys if you want to schedule a time with me. Usually Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm available and Fridays. I'll work around y'all's schedules. Yeah. Are there any other questions I can answer about certifications or government contracting? You guys still got me for another 15 minutes.
I'm good so far.
Okay. Sonia or Shanae. I hope I'm saying that right. Nobody else?
I am good.
Okay.
Pero si la señora Sonia García tiene pregunta en español.
Oh, Sonia, no la vi. ¿Tiene preguntas? No, I guess not. Okay. All right, here is my contact information. If you guys would, if you want to schedule a time with me, please use the Calendly. That's really helpful. If you're going to send me that information, please send it to melissa@peñateconsulting.com.
Sure. Yeah.
Our website is peñateconsulting.com. And like I said, there's free resources under the resource page. You can start doing the OPRI survey so we can figure out where you guys are in your government contract schedule, I guess we'll call it, or cycle, what level you're at. And we also have a certification survey where we could tell you if you're ready to do certifications, and the checklists are on the website as well. So please feel free to utilize those. I put those out there to help everyone. Our phone number is there. So yeah, I'm also sending a link here of our survey. If you guys don't mind filling that out, it would really help me. There's a section there where it asks you if there's any other subject that you guys would like for me to cover. Please use that. Tell me what you would like for me to cover next time, because I want to do these every month so I can provide the information to everyone so they'll have it at their fingertips. I'm not gatekeeping anything.
Yep.
All right. If y'all got that, I'll also email the survey if you guys don't catch it here. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you for asking the questions. Y'all have a great rest of your week.
You too. Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.